Asking for the queen. I'm a bad bitch, she's a savage. Look back while I toy. No comparison. I'm a savage. Yeah. Classy, bougie, ratchet. Yeah. Sassy, moody.
Hello, gods and goddesses. Your twin flame coach here, Kevin speaking. I'm not sure how I like that. How I'm not sure how that introduction reads. Hopefully, you enjoyed it. Today, we are speaking about reflections. There are some other things in this video that we're going to speak about, but just in case there are, hopefully they won't be forgotten. So to start with reflection, and we can first speak about how when in a relationship, not just a twin flame relationship, but more than likely there will be people who resonate with twin flame information. The thing is, the journey of twins teaches us about the consciousness of all, the collective consciousness of everything that we are. So when we go through this journey, we understand our experience, allowing us to understand every being and every living thing on the planet. Maybe not all at once, but the way that we experience our experience allows us to show up for the beings that are going to enter our life, or the beings that are already in our life, so that we can help the collective consciousness of every being. And the way that I received some imagery is that, you know how on a street there will be like certain light posts to light up the street? We as twins are on this planet in different areas of the world, being the light for others who are experiencing darkness. So I think that would be a very good explanation of that. Now, I know that you've probably seen the video at the beginning with the mirror, and it should be known that when I watch that video and I think about it, we are here to help each other. And although I have heard some teachers speak that we aren't trying to achieve the same thing, but the thing is, spirit is trying to achieve this experience of us experiencing ourselves, with which doesn't really have a like definite description of what is happening, but it's more of saying you are here to experience yourself, and your experience is hopeful to the collective consciousness, so that we can all be great. And I'm going to allow the information to be received however it is received. But I do have some projects that I'm going to implement a deeper explanation of what was about to be spoken about. So now thank you. I heard an auditory message, and the viewer that is watching, thanks. And then I seen the number 411. I had a best friend who was saying that her height was 4'11". So yeah. I also received a message that said to that person, whoever thought what they thought, it was a message that to see what your friends are experiencing. Maybe not that you allow that to resonate however that is resonating. But what I am receiving from what I saw is that allow your friends to have their experience, but also um, maybe however you are meant to show up in their life is best. Like maybe not go straight into the this realm of just being that person's like crutch for them. More of allowing you to be the word was there, to be obedient to your path, but also allowing them to help them through the experiences that you've had. So, however that is resonating with whoever that is resonating for, grateful that you're watching. Um, Now, to get back on track of what was being said, we're all here to, because we're all here to experience each other, we have there's light and there's dark. And we are both experiencing each other. Like we need that for there to be balance. There are going to be beings in your life that are less conscious. There are going to be beings that are more conscious. That is the balance of this experience, so that you can be your best self for your experience and they can be their best self for their experience. And maybe their best self isn't as enlightened as you are. And you have to, well, not even that you have to, but becoming aware of that will allow ease in your experience. So, there's something that is just there that is wanting to be talked about. And I also saw 7-Eleven, which is a indication that people the people that you experience, maybe they're however you're experiencing them, allow your experience of them to be what you allow the judgment of that experience of them to be, and not allow other beings to be the decider of how you view the other person. It could be a birthday on July 11th. That was something that just was thought about. Anyway, could be like Virgo energy. I know that people have been speaking about Virgo, so maybe so. Now, I did have, something else I wanted to speak about was authenticity. And now this is something big that I want to speak about, but to go back to the mirror video that you saw, when I see that video, to me it's like trying to achieve the same thing, but doing two different things. And sometimes the light is doing something, sometimes the dark is doing something, but together there is balance to achieve the same goal. And there was a video that a spiritualist was speaking about not every being, even if you are in the same room to achieve the same thing, that you aren't trying to achieve the same thing. Like consciously, you may be thinking that you're trying to achieve the same thing as another being, but in some ways you're not. And for where I am consciously, I understand what was being said, but to be able to explain it, um, there it would have to be in another video for it to be like deeperly explained in a deeper matter. So when I was thinking about authenticity, I've seen some videos of beings who, when I watch them, I noticed that a lot of, I was going to say mannerisms, but not even just mannerisms, but the the level of consciousness of where I was and things that I said, I noticed that other beings are at that level of consciousness, and I think, in to add to that, some of those beings are in positions of celebrity status, and I think when I not even I think I keep saying I know that when I experience them, you know, there's this part of my experience that uh, reminds me that it's okay to um, be authentic, but then when I think about authenticity, I think about how there are some beings who have done things in the adult entertainment, how some beings have um, I wouldn't want to say that because I don't want to just give it away, but there are some celebrities that have took legal actions against another celebrity, and then when they are in their experience because they haven't understood forgiveness, and that's the main thing that I was going to add in this video, because some celebrities haven't understood forgiveness, they take legal actions against another celebrity, and then the same experience that they are allowing this other celebrity is also reflecting in their experience where they are challenged with certain legalities as a celebrity to better explain it. Now, with that being said, right, it's a reflection of what they are giving that celebrity, and it's reflecting back into their experience. And not to say that it is wrong or it is right to take those legal actions, but understanding that you can be forgiving of another being on the planet, it doesn't make you weak to do that. It actually is considered, I heard, healthy, but I also want to say that it is showing that you're healed. It's showing that you're healed, which would equal to healthy. But it doesn't mean weakness. It is strength. It's strength to be able to do that. That can be it could be shown as love. You are aware of love. You are aware of how being forgiven allows you to receive forgiveness. And I wanted to say that in a past video, I spoke about things of certain celebrities, and then as I experienced my journey, I realized that some of the things that I was saying is not that they were wrong, and how they were said when they started reflecting in my journey as, you know, that same energy, then I understood, oh, it's not that what was said was true or false. It was what was said. Um, it and here's the thing. I had a family member that spoke that when you say things and the way you say it, it was the way that it was meant to be said. And when I think about perfectionist, a perfectionistic quality, and how you try to say things and allow it to be perfect, if you allow yourself to be authentic while saying it, then the the gains spiritually that you receive from that help mold you into the best version of yourself. Because if you are not representing, but allowing people to experience a facade of who you are, and it is not like authentic, then how can you become who you are meant to be? Because if you're just giving off this, um, like there was and this is what's coming up now. There was a video of Eckhart Tolle, and he spoke about how to become present, and the video was how to become present in like a adverse experience, and um, so it was like, and he was saying that, and I know some people are like, what? But uh, I think when we deep dive into certain information and we are trying to implement everything, then it can somewhat seem that we aren't being authentic to people who have experienced us in the past, because we are awakened to a higher state of consciousness and we're receiving so much energy that's saying, oh, do this or do that or do this or do that. And so when you become aware of how you have allowed other beings to experience you, you can somewhat also allow yourself to be authentic to certain energies of the past. And when I say certain energies of the past, like I identified as a homosexual homosexual man, and you know that word is popular and people use it, but knowing that I enjoy that on free time, I can also allow that to be a part of my experiences, like an authentic experience that I allow viewers to experience. Like when you try to and here's another thing: if you were trying to imitate everything that a spiritualist does and do it exactly how they do it, are you being authentic to the things that you have learned, so that beings who experience you can experience like an authentic version of you? Because like they make like different lights. They make lights that have cameras on them now. They make lights that come in different colors. They make ring lights. They make all these different lights. Maybe you are meant to be that different light in your experience, and nobody else is going to be or shine the same as you. And then in that same sense, allow other people's light to be as bright as it needs to be, without thinking that their light is going to not allow your light to be seen, because light is important to darkness as much as darkness is important to light. Yeah. So I know that was received however it was meant to be received. And I think that sometimes I have these messages that um, when I want to communicate to a certain celebrity, I don't have their information to um, like send it in a way that they would receive it, like receive it fast. Because sometimes I see that some celebrities uh, they they do or say certain things that may not be healthy to their experience, and that's also a thing that I've heard some therapists speak about, is trying to be the savior for every being on the planet. You, it's not that you can't, but I've heard that it is a trauma response. And when you notice those things in your experience, is it is a sign of something that you can look at to heal. So I'm not sure. Some of y'all might like that. Some of y'all might like that because I saw myself do that, and I think that it was important. So maybe you like, eh. But yeah, when you can allow yourself to be experiencing um, a healed manner, then it can be received very in a positive light. Yeah. So I think that for right now, that is enough. Um, but what I was going to say in regards to this celebrity that I have like consciously on my mind, right? I um I think that when you are coming from an unhealed place of thinking that you have to um what do they call it when a person is like dedicated to just being like faithful to one celebrity, when beings have this idea that they have to be faithful to one celebrity, but they are meant to be a healer of the experience, you have to become aware that you are meant to show up in this experience the way that you are meant to heal many beings, not just a few. I saw the number 2244, master builder, unconditional love. Yeah. So with that being said, when there's this thought about this celebrity, the celebrity that I'm thinking about is taking legal actions against another celebrity. And then the celebrity that is taking the legal action is also receiving legal actions. And I think the advice that could be given to them is um, I immediately heard drop the case. um, More than just that, um, if the case was dropped, then they would probably be put in a place to be able to focus directly on their craft, and their life would actually probably flow with um, a lot of abundance. And like what was said earlier, you to fans saying things like if fans were to think of them as weak, that's why it is important to allow social media to be social media, and remember that your purpose is bigger than social media. Your purpose is meant to be um, it is meant to be of service to the planet. Also, there was this thought that maybe that being would feel as if they weren't what they call it, taking up for themselves, but that's the thing. If you are focusing on your spiritual path, then in some way you are taking up for yourself by being that is saying, I am going to be I'm going to allow forgiveness so that I can be forgiven. So yeah, and this is already at almost 26 minutes. So here shortly it will be at 26 minutes. And then when I add the additional things, it will be probably at 30 minutes. Yeah, we're going to allow this video to be that. And then again, thank you to all of the viewers, all of the subscribers. I just had some new subscribers today, which was very amazing. Very grateful to every being that is watching, and continue interacting with the videos. Even if it is a like, that is very helpful to the channel, and I'm grateful for all of you.